Hey, it's not Jay Buckaroos. How the heck are you? This is a prototype cocktail. I've never made it before. Let me set it down for a second while I adjust my camera slightly. I had an idea, kind of experimenting, trying to get out of my comfort zone slightly, make more tropical or tiki style cocktails, or at least get in that realm, right? Let's get back over here. So I'd forgotten that I'd bought this. My wife likes this Rum Haven coconut rum. So I get that every once in a while for her. But a bottle lasts almost a year. last bottle lasted just shy of a year, so I'm not going to feel bad about using a little. Anyway, but I also picked up, as you can see, how much is in here. This is some pineapple moonshine from Crystal Ridge out of Hot Springs, Arkansas. We didn't go to Hot Springs, but we went to Little Rock, and that's where I found this. But it got forgot about. It got kind of buried on my bar cart, so I thought, well, let's try something. So I used about an ounce and a half of that, and about an ounce and a half of the coconut rum, and just a tiny bit of pineapple juice. Like I said, this is a prototype, so if I had more time to work on it, I would dehydrate and candy some pineapple. Here I just have some pineapple tidbits. I sprinkled some raw sugar on just to give it some kind of a look. And sláinte. Oh yeah. Now again, I put this one together rather quickly, using the drops for the foam. I gotta admit that I do prefer an egg foam. So when I make it again, I may do that. Like I said, I put this one together real fast. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't add any additional sugar. Wow, that is gorgeous. Oh, that really is nice. Oh, I didn't use any additional sugar, but if you think you need it sweeter, you can add a little simple. I wouldn't add too much, though. It's rather sweet on its own. Nice. I forgot to. I added a little lime juice as well. I added a little key lime juice. Added some little extra tartness to it, and I added so probably about a quarter ounce of lime juice, and maybe about an ounce of pineapple juice. But I think I want to try it again using an actual egg foam. This had a nice foam on it for the picture, and it's still there. I just like the fluffier egg white foam. I've been looking at some of my pictures I did about a year ago using an actual egg foam, and I had a really gorgeous foam on there. And these drops, they do have a little bit of a taste that I'm not crazy about. So I'll need to go back and get some pasteurized egg whites. But we're getting so close to our vacation now that we're trying not to buy any more. I've been going through a purge. In fact, today we're going to have I'm going to fix later some snow crab that we've had in the freezer for a while. And I found a bag of spot prawns we've had for a while. So getting them ready. So we'll have that for dinner. I'm trying to do a massive purge on my freezer because we want everything to be empty when we leave. So we come back to just an empty fridge. We'll start all over again. I put a halt on all my subscriptions because I get a Butcher box about every other month and a Wild Alaskan box about every other month. And I was getting four packs from Minocqua once a month, so I put a pause on everything. I even paused my StreamYard. I put that on pause. I'm not paying for any subscriptions at all until I get back, and then I'm going to have a mass purge. So I'm going to do a lot of video. I don't know how much, to be honest with you. Because I don't want to concentrate on video being the important thing. I want to focus on where I'm at. I do want to take several pictures. And my plan is basically just to do a video recap at the end of the night. Maybe do a little in the morning and then one more in the evening, and then put all those pictures in later. taking about a 1 week vacation, but we're doing something that we've never done before, so we're really excited about it. Honestly, I wasn't sure. I almost made it simple to put in here, and then I didn't. And I just added that pineapple juice instead. And I got to be honest, for me, I don't need this any sweeter. Some might, but for me, it's perfect. Let me look at this pineapple moonshine. It's 70 proof, and I believe the Rumhaven 70 as well. So we're not talking strong alcohols here, and both have a little bit of a sweetness to them. I love the way this cocktail looks, though. Might change the garnish. I should have put a cherry in the middle for some color. Like I said, it's a prototype. But had I time to work on it, yeah, I'd have some dehydrated candied pineapple. But I'm surprised I like that as well as I do. I'm not a big fruit juice guy, which is why I'm not a huge fan of tiki cocktails, because many of them use a lot of fruit juices. And I was looking in a book that a friend had given me, and there were some of those tiki cocktails that use like 3 different liqueurs and 2 or 3 different simple syrups. I'm thinking, what the hell? So I'm trying to capture the spirit of the tropical or tiki cocktail, but keep it simple to my liking. And here I've used two liquors. What else did I say I used? Some lime juice, pineapple juice. So that's 4. And that's a lot of ingredients for me. So Anyways, I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and this really is tasty. That's something I can drink a lot of. Wow. Slide check. What the hell you were doing? How you doing, buckaroos? How the heck are you? I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer. Wife looked at me and was doing this. What the fuck does that mean? She was showing me a watch, but I wasn't bright enough to figure that out. So I tried that same cocktail again, just adding the egg foam. And I still didn't get it quite. I got a pretty good foam on there, but I didn't get it quite where I wanted it. So I'll just keep working on that recipe till I can. I'm wondering if the acidity of this particular cocktail is maybe not meant for an egg foam, but that's a possibility. I was just trying to put an extra layer of pretty on it. This one may be best served as a highball in a glass with some ice because of the nature of it. I'm just a coupe guy. I like a simple cocktail. I just serve this one in a rocks glass, so it doesn't have to be a coupe. But I just like it well chilled and then poured in a glass. But in all honesty, yes. So using I use the same measurements: the coconut rum, the pineapple moonshine. Then adjust it a little bit there. Just a touch of lime juice and some pineapple juice. Yeah, I got to be honest. I like this drink a lot. I wouldn't add any simple to it because I think we're getting too sweet. We're getting in the realm of. But if I was serving it as a highball, I might add a little club soda to those that don't want it as sweet, and maybe a little Sprite to those that want it a little sweeter. Because, yeah, adding some club soda to this, making it a little bubbly would be nice if you're serving as a highball. But I love this flavor as is. It's just crazy good. And I wasn't sure that I would, if I'm being honest with you, because I'm a bit of a purist, and I'm a whiskey guy. So a flavored rum with a flavored moonshine, it's a tad bit out of my comfort zone, but they both work very well together, the pineapple and the coconut. Now, I also have on hand a watermelon vodka, and I don't know how that would play with everything, but I feel like it's a moral imperative to try at this point. It does, I don't know if watermelon, what does watermelon, coconut, and pineapple go together? Anyway, I'm gonna have to give it a shot because I've got an unopened bottle of watermelon vodka that we bought back in August. And it's unopened because we bought two bottles. The one emptied. We're going through a lot of it at first, but then we went from August into well into fall and winter, so we kind of quit drinking it. But I do want to try it now. Try a little bit of that watermelon, but I think I'm gonna give up on the egg foam. I don't know that it needs it. Sometimes it does give you that extra layer of purity, but sometimes it just gets in the way. So anyway, I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all-around good guy, Sláinte. Hey, Sláinte, how you doing, buckaroos? How the heck are you? The drink looks slightly different, as you can see. I want to try yet one more version, and here's what I did here, is I had some watermelon vodka from Rocktown. I've got the Crystal Bridges Pineapple Moonshine and the Rum Haven Coconut Rum. Because my wife assured me that coconut, pineapple, and watermelon work together. And she's not wrong. But because of that, I didn't want to add the additional fruit juices that I add the previous cocktail. I just added, or just used equal parts, about 1 1/4 ounce of each. So that's why the drink looks clear and the others didn't, because, well, one, I didn't add the fruit juice, I didn't add the lime juice or the pineapple juice, and then I didn't add the egg foam either. I just wanted to simplify the cocktail, and if I'm being honest, I really like those other two versions. But for me, the purist, yeah, this is my favorite of the three. And somebody else may want some simple in here. I don't. For me, it's plenty sweet. The garnish, you might ask, if you can call it that, is just a frozen watermelon chunk my wife had in the freezer. Said, okay, let's do this. That'll make it pretty for one, and keep the drink cold for two. It's like putting an ice cube in there. That doesn't melt. Anyways, I thought that was genius on my part. Keeping in mind I had two cocktails before this, but anyway, it's reminiscent of the 70s and the 3 martini lunches. You wonder why everybody was happy in the 70s? So 3 martini lunches. And things got weird in the 80s. It became about another substance that I won't name. And everybody got hyper and everything had to get done fast. Then the 90s, everybody got depressed and started listening to Creed and... Everybody got depressed. So anyways, I like to bring it back to a simpler time. Back when people just wanted to be happy. They were not just able to go to a bar at lunchtime and have 3 martinis, but it was encouraged. Think about that for a second. It was, hey, go get your 3 martini lunch in. It was just known, right? Then people thought more got accomplished on another substance than alcohol, and they probably weren't wrong, but side effects were a little, Anyways, focus, Tom. Watermelon vodka. So I got 3 liquors going on here, which probably isn't incredibly smart. But anyway, I got 3 brands too. How about that? I got this watermelon vodka from Rocktown, though. It's really insane. It is crazy good. And again, I'm not typically a flavored alcohol guy, but these products work well together. They're done well. So I'm using the Rum Haven because that's what we have. But I wish there was a small distillery that did something that I could use. That's why I'm using the Rocktown watermelon and the Crystal Bridges pineapple, because they were small distilleries both in Arkansas that are doing great products. But yeah, I mean, the coconut, the pineapple, the watermelon, really, this is a perfect I mean, I hate to call it a martini, but it seems like everything you put in a coupe's a martini. They got a chocolate martini and a this martini. If it goes in a coupe, it's some kind of martini. That really bothers me, by the way. But anyway, but since they're doing that kind of nonsense, yeah, well, let's call this one what, a tropical martini. Tiki martini. I don't know. We'll work on the name. I'm gonna workshop it. I'll workshop it. See what happens. Yeah. Do they still use that term? It seems like we used it a lot in the 80s, but I don't know if they still use it. We're going to workshop that. And I don't know when the term "let's put a pin in it" came around, but that one really bothers me. That's like nails on a chalkboard to me every time I hear somebody say "let's put a pin in it." Oh my god. Anyways, wow, that really is good though. I'll be honest. For me, I like that it's still clear. I added the fruit juices and the other cocktails and the egg foam, trying to get kind of a real feel, tiki-esque kind of cocktail. But here I wanted to go the same flavors more or less, leaving out the fruit juice. But I wanted to see the purest form of this cocktail. I guess if I just used those spirits, if I just used the coconut rum, the pineapple moonshine, and the watermelon vodka. The other two products are 70 proof. Yeah, this one's 70 as well. So all three products are 70 proof. So we're not talking, crazy, right? They're all just 70. It's easy. Again, about an ounce of this, but this particular version is all alcohol, so keep that in mind. And again, somebody else might want to add some sweetener to this. I wouldn't. To me, it's really sweet as is. What I find interesting, though, is I taste watermelon, I taste pineapple, I taste that just hint of coconut in there, and boy, that is nice. So, anyways, I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, all around good guy, Launcher.